Surprise, surprise. Surprise,
Surprise,
surprise. What's going on, man? We got an impromptu pop up today, man. As you already know, it is Sunday. Surprise, surprise. I am your host, K Styles. And as you already know, it is Mad Mike Sports and the therapist ATL. Um, Thought we might well pop in and give y'all a little late Sunday surprise.
Hmm.
yeah.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, fellas?
Well,
Feeling good, man. Feeling good.
yeah.
Feeling good.
I was enjoying being lazy. I was.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm sitting up here watching Sonny Chiba movies. I get my kung fu movie Sunday on. I'm sitting here watching Sonny Chiba
Yeah,
and Hiroyuki Sanada. So yeah, we good.
yeah. I was sitting in there watching some crazy show on TV with my ugly slippers on. So yeah, I was. Yeah,
Oh man, all right, man. Hey, look, everybody. Like I said, we ain't gonna be on here too long, like y'all would normally expect. So we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it, man. Like I said, if you hadn't watched the regulators earlier, so they pretty much done went over their thoughts on Junebug's performance against the Dolphins.
Oh
So
yeah.
we thought we'd go ahead and give you a little taste of what we thought about Junebug's performance. Before we do that, got Tony Hall, King Treyway, Pat Norris, Georgia, Texas boy, Sonia, Triconium,
Trichomium.
Trichomium, J. Diaz, Dre Murphy, The Connect, Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. He said, you be telling me y'all not watching the Cowgirls play the Rams. Actually, yes, we are doing that too. Um, all right, Mike, let's go ahead and get right into it, man, because I know out of the th- out of the three of us, I will call you more so of the quarterback whisperer of the three of us. So I want to
yeah.
go let everybody know about what your take on Junebug's debut
Ooh, interesting.
versus the Dolphins.
Oh, uh, it's kind of tough for me to say it, but I, I guess I'll just come out and say it. Um, I don't like to come out and give guys a lot of credit, because I think, obviously it takes time to even get to that point where a quarterback deserves credit. Um, but
Right, right.
and I mean deserves credit on all levels. So I will say this. I'm not gonna give him a lot of credit. But I'm gonna give him credit. So what I mean by that is um I am impressed by this young kid's confidence. You don't see a lot of this coming in into the league uh, by a lot of guys, and you don't necessarily see this. I can't believe I'm saying this. But I've
It's
only
all
seen this two times in our franchise. I've only seen it two times in our franchise. This much confidence in our quarterback, and I think we I think we kind of give a good idea who those two guys are in our franchise. Hey, Star, you want to take a wild guess?
Matt Ryan was one of them,
Mm-hmm.
and, and,
and Michael Vick was the other.
That's it.
Yes,
That's it. Ding ding
yes,
ding 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 ding
yes.
ding.
I only seen it twice. I've only seen this twice in my in franchise history where I've seen a quarterback with this much confidence coming in. You just don't see this often. And I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm not saying that he's going to be Mike Vick and he's going to be Matt Ryan. I've only seen this confidence twice. Um, you just don't see this, and he definitely has a ways to go. A ways to go. We've had so many big time uh, former quarterbacks not only played in the league. You know, if you have not seen Chase Daniels, I think JT O'Sullivan, he did a breakdown on him as well, and all these guys said the exact same thing. This kid's confidence is just through the freaking roof, and that's what I would say at this point in time, without giving too much away.
Mhm.
Mm.
Terrence Polite, he said, what about Chris Chandler?
Mhm.
If you remember, Chris Chandler technically wasn't a rookie with the Falcons.
Right.
So that's where he's coming at with that. But as far as rookies, like players that was drafted by the team, like you
Hmm.
said, we've really only seen Mike. We've only seen Mike Vick and Matt Ryan.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's from what I've seen. Like I said, I was just really getting into football at that time. So like I was still a youngin'.
So Juan, what you got? What you got on it?
Well, to add to what Mike said, I'm going to use the word, and I want y'all to put this in your memory bank. That young man coming out of the gate was quite efficient, very, very efficient. What I mean by that is he he did not have a lot of wasted motion. He was
Mm,
very decisive in his throws. He was willing to take a risk and bet on himself and bet on his athleticism and play with the team that was in front of him. He didn't think a whole lot. He didn't second guess himself. So he was quite efficient. I mean, his mechanics on par. His decision making was impressive. He didn't do a lot of guessing. And for everybody, I'm pretty sure you've either seen the highlights or if you haven't, you need to go check them out. Uh, Quarterback school, the guy on there, he's breaking down Penix. If he sits and develops, he's going to be a problem for this league. Now, we're like Mike said, we not jumping the gun. He don't need to be put out there week one. Let him get his reps in preseason, learn some more on how to, read defenses and stuff like that. Let him sit. But my estimation, the young man is very efficient.
Yeah, man. Kind of giving my take on it too. I think really the main objective of the first game wasn't necessarily trying to see if he was going to dominate or the goal was to win the game, but it was more so of trying to see where his comfort level was as far as making certain reads. Now we already know when it comes to the first preseason game, the playbook is dumbed down to a point. Like you're just trying to get a feel for the speed of the game.
hmm
And basically from what I saw from him was, like you said, that ball got out quick. I say it like that. It got out quick. And that is a attribute in itself that can help him for the foreseeable future. Now, the best throw that he had in that game was that one on the sideline to the Chris Blair inconsistent ass.
Oh my God, yeah. He made. Oh my God, oh Jesus Christ, that dude. Like he's so talented, but he's so frustrating.
Yeah, yeah. So that may have been kind of that bad to me. That was his best throw tonight.
Mhm.
Um, we actually got to see a couple. We got to actually saw a John Fitzpatrick sighting. He got a couple catches in that game too.
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Um, so outside of that, man, like you said, I'm not jumping. I'm not going to jump the gun and say that he was impressive, but he's heading in the right direction. He's heading in the right direction.
He is.
And like you said the biggest word, the main word is confidence.
Yeah, definitely.
It's confidence, comfort, and trust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So as we get to the second preseason game, you're going to see a little bit more when they open up the playbook a little bit. And like you said,
Uh,
it wasn't
can
the
I can I
opening. Go ahead. What you got?
can, can can I do an honorable mention? Because I know we talked about this, and I know a lot of it's going to go over a lot of people's heads. But I like the way he in his short time for those guys he commanded the offense. And I know a lot of people going to look at me like, well, he a rookie. How can he do that? Because if you look at the way they responded to him, there was not very many players that could get at him. Now they had that one blitz that they got to him with. He took that hit pretty well, but he commanded the offense. He
Mm-hmm.
took his time. He made sure everybody was on cue. Nobody had to get set. Everybody was already set.
Nah, I
Right.
disagree, Southside. I do not agree with it. You don't want to have a quarterback making the wrong throws. Like
Nah,
I would
you
much rather have your wide receivers making the uh, you know, running the wrong route than a quarterback making the wrong throws.
Right. Yeah, man, then like you say, he had a
you
couple of them like that that got away from him. But like you said, hey,
well
that's part of the game.
you 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 want in preseason you want your rookie to make mistakes
Hmm.
because here's the reason why. Just like they just implemented the new technology so that the rookies can hear themselves make the calls and see how the cadence is and all of that. You want him to make mistakes so they can go back and film and say, hey, look, you did good, but this is what you need to improve on. If he does not know what he needs to improve on, when it will carry over into the regular season. And the
Well,
last
even
thing
he
you
said
want
it.
is for him to have those mistakes carry over into the regular season. That will kill his
Right.
confidence. Because
Even he said that
yeah,
one. Even he said that he was like he was kind of disappointed in himself because he made the wrong read. But nobody
Mhm.
would have
right,
known again if he hadn't said it.
right.
Right.
Well, some goddamn how I heard that before. I heard that before, but I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you and sing the song and sing it. I told you so. I told you. I'm not gonna sing that song for y'all. I'm not gonna sing it because somewhere in AFN, somebody and some one of these some of these guys up here done said that before, but y'all would never know. Why? Because the quarterback is the guy that knows it. The quarterback is the guy who knows everybody's job.
Yes, Lord. Yes,
But I
Lord.
told you so.
We told you so. We told you so.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, we heard it before.
We heard it before, brother.
But you heard it from the quarterback. This is why
Right.
you need to hit that subscribe button here in Atlanta Falcons Nation. Man, my
Yeah.
sports, 6-man K Styles. We told you guys this before. If a
That,
quarterback misses assignment, nobody would know.
right.
Especially
But
if the for one, if the coach is not real and he's protecting the guy, Like that we've seen time and time again. We've seen in Chicago, we've seen them protect that boy, even though he had no reason to be protected. You see what I'm saying? You'll never know.
Mm.
But
But
I'm just saying. But this is how you know you own to something good is because for one, you got your coach, you got your quarterback coming out, and he's saying to himself, I made a wrong read. Y'all would have never
right,
known. He
right.
telling y'all.
But that accountability leads to one thing: improvement. Because what Penix will
Mm,
do, he'll check himself, but he won't beat himself up. He's gonna go back and say, okay, how could I do this better? He's going to go now. Listen to me closely. He's going to go to Kirk and say, "Hey, Kirk, sit down with me. Look at this film. What could I have done better, or what advice do you have for me
mm,
in this situation?" Kirk gonna say, "Listen, man, in this situation, you look at boom, 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 boom. Try next time. Try this." Or if I was in a
mm,
situation, I do A, B, C, and D. He has the wealth of knowledge right next to him. That's when you go to your veteran.
mm,
That's when y'all sit down and watch film together. And that's what happens when that right there, then he teaches him, hey, look, this is what you got to do, and watch the next game. Because as long as he knows he made a mistake, he doesn't kill him. He doesn't kill his self
mm.
confidence.
Yep.
Then he goes to the veteran, and the veteran backs him up and says, "Here's how you do it." Guess what happens now when he gets in that situation again? He not only won't
Mm,
make the same mistake, but now he's twice as confident as he was the first time he made it. So now if he's in a situation where somebody's trying to confuse him, he's more likely to pay more attention to what's going on around him and make a better decision. That's the kind of quarterback you want. Not one that's going to sit on the sideline, put his head down and say, "They're done with me. Nobody likes me. Coach didn't pat me on my ass and tell me good job, boy."
mm-hmm.
Wah, wah.
Mm. Just saying.
Yeah, but like you said, that's that accountability. Though, like you said, that's the right way. That's the right approach to it. And and like you said, you saw Kirk Cousins out there looking like a position coach out there. Like you said, he was
Right,
coaching the kid up too. Coach Kirk,
Mm-hmm.
right,
Coach too.
right.
but he was coaching them up a little bit. He was coaching them up as well, like you said, getting some insight, and that's what you wanted to see. Now, before we get to the next topic, I see everybody talk about the unfortunate news of Traylon Bryce. Yeah, so for those that may not have heard, your boy Braylon Trice will be out for the season with a torn ACL.
Oh man.
You know what? That K Styles, we gonna have to add a little piece of that. I'm gonna add some of that into this next topic because I need people to understand the severity of what we talking about. No, I'm gonna really need to because y'all got to understand what we about to talk about next, and that injury that they go
No,
hand in
no,
hand.
no, no,
Yeah,
no. This injury ain't got nothing to do about what we talking about next. Like I said, I just want to do about 5 minutes on like giving the thoughts on Braylon Trice, and then, like you said, unfortunately, we lost two potential young stars in one game in the first preseason game, and Hitman Helms and Traylon Bryce.
that's painful.
But it's got to be next man up. And the thing about it, this is why you have to build a team with multiple pieces that you can
Mm-hmm.
plug and plug in because, oof, you don't want to be
Rotation,
you. Go ahead, say it,
rotation,
Juan.
rotation. And I ain't talking about Naruto. I'm talking about football. Rotation.
We
Puff,
see
puff,
it getting the
pass.
Super Bowl champions too. Don't think it's just just to the Atlanta Falcons like that the Super Bowl champions just lost a number one well number one receiver
Puff, puff, pass.
or shit for injury shoulder injury.
Mhm.
So it's like He might. They
Mm,
say he'll be available week 1, but like I said, these things happen in football.
mm-hmm. Puff puff pass.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so like I said, we'll go more in detail on what our thoughts is on that injury tomorrow on the originators, but
Mm-hmm.
and also the signing of Jakeem Grant. So we'll do more of that tomorrow. But this is the conversation I really wanted to have. The Taylor Heineke meltdown. Um Let me see, because I saw Drew here said, "What's good, man? Mike Penix look amazing," and Heineke had to say nothing to say. Why is Heineke still on this team?
How you doing, Drew?
Man, I second that.
Okay, okay. Let me go and set this up.
Mm.
Okay, so second quarter, I said midway through the second quarter, that's when Taylor Heineke comes into the game. I want to ask Mike, and I want to ask
Hey,
Juan. I want to
Jazz.
ask everybody.
I
I
just
want
want
to
to say,
ask.
hey, Jazz, me real quick. How you doing, Jazz?
I want to ask. I want to ask everybody that's watching here, and I want to ask my two brothers up here. I know I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer,
Mm-mm.
and I know I have a tendency to overthink things. But did y'all feel a certain energy just get drained from the team
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
as
ooh, ooh.
soon
My
as
bad.
Taylor, as soon as Taylor Heineke stepped on that field?
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
I'm gonna let one. I'm gonna let one
Juan,
do it.
I'm gonna let you run point then. Juan, I need you to run point on this.
Okay. First of all, if y'all paid attention to that game, when Taylor got in the game, the whole O line said, "Oh, I ain't never seen 11. I ain't never seen 10 men get nauseated at the same time. Everybody was like, look, really? We got Pepto Bismol as the quarterback? Like,
Oh
bruh,
man.
when I tell you that that man's play was filthy Mac nasty.
And
It
not in a
it
good
was
way.
no, it was no, not in a good way. No, filthy Mac and nasty all at the same time. Like, first of all, and we had a joke going on the live if y'all was on it. That man lost the ball in 4 seconds. 4 seconds. The he made the center so nauseated. He rolled a 5 deuce fold tray on the 3 yard line, and they ran it in for a touchdown. And Taylor was sitting up there with his arms up, like, "What happened? You happened. Nobody was playing like that when Penix was in the game. You happened." And I'm trying to figure out, why was he throwing the deep ball to the invisible players on the other end of the field?
Mm-mm.
I did not know. I didn't know the Falcons picked up Casper and his 3 brothers.
Casper.
Casper
Wow.
You talking
and his
about no,
three.
no, no? It wasn't Casper. It was the evolutionary tree of Gasly, Gengar, and
Whoa.
Yeah. So what basically what K Styles is saying, it was the 3 players of Gawk and friends. It he
Southside
does
ain't shit
not
for this.
he's not okay. He's not a leader of men. He doesn't command the offense. I don't give him any sympathy. Bro, you are a pro. You are a veteran. You supposed to get in there and show Penix how it's done. You had PTSD from the last game of last season. You didn't
Man.
try to inspire nobody. You wasn't throwing it. You wasn't going through your progressions. You damn near didn't catch the ball as it is. And then you was doing Tecmo Bowl in the NFL. Come on, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? You didn't even try to score. You ain't try to win. No, damn it. Even the defense got out there and didn't want to play no more when you was on the field.
Hey, Mike, you might wanna
Oh no. We're
you
gonna
know
act
what
like
to
that
do, Mike.
never happened. We're gonna act
You
like that
you
never
Yeah,
happened.
you know what to do.
we know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. But
Oh, oh.
K Style,
Uh,
you got the list. You already know.
okay. So
Yeah, yeah. You
okay,
got the
so
list. You
this
already know.
so this is where I'm coming with this. Um uh what we're gonna do is I paid attention, and like you said, my thing was wrong. I thought Taylor was gonna start the game, but yeah, with this performance, I better be glad that he didn't start the game. But
Wow.
but I was very interested to see the body language. It was just this aura of what in the entire fuck is he? Well, like what? Where is his mindset at really when it comes from the writings on the wall comment into this performance here? Me personally, I think he sandbagged his opportunity on purpose.
Mm.
If I'm gonna be honest with you,
Mm,
because like I said, the one thing that I've learned and what I've learned is the body language says a lot of things.
yep.
And I know he was in his feelings that he got demoted to a third string quarterback. I know he was in his feelings about that. Because remember, this is his hometown, and he pretty much feel like his hometown that threw him to the side. Problem was, he didn't show as much. He didn't really show the reasoning for this coaching staff to believe in him as a backup quarterback.
That right there.
There you go.
Because I saw about 9 throws down the field that were unnecessary that I'm looking like, uh, I like, and Knight Rider made the perfect comparison when we was on the show with Coach watching that game. He was out there looking like Eddie Martell from the replacements. Remember
Wow.
when Eddie Martell came back, when he came back after the strike? And he was sandbagging
Hmm.
everything, throwing stuff in the stands,
Right.
poops kicking stuff. He gave that bad vibe. And me personally, I don't know if I could really see Taylor Heineke really being on this team after this game, just on that energy in itself.
He- and I know Mike gonna have something very politic to say. But the one thing we're not gonna do, and everybody need to listen. This Falcons team, this Falcons culture has gotten out of the we're okay with the loser mindset. We're not, they're not doing that. They're not doing that. So if you can't get beyond your emotions and you can't play like you really want to win, you got to go, bro. They're not
Hmm.
there. They don't have that loser mentality at all. And you brought 2023 on a 2024 field. What are we doing?
Hmm. But like we said, if he was in his feelings, what what's my song for this year, y'all?
Not my
My
problem.
problem. No, it's not my problem. Taylor playing like shit. That's not my problem.
Corey Gear 5 said, when has Heineke not been a loser?
It's not even that. It's just the mentality that goes along with it. That's the
Right.
problem that we have. Like you don't want to lose a mentality to go on with you being you suck. You sucking. Okay? Like
Mhm.
you just don't.
Bro, we saw Nathan Rourke come in the game with some of the most awful throws we've ever seen and outgain him.
Oh, he had
Just,
good
just
intentions. He had good intentions on completing it. They just didn't do it. I can understand that
Mike,
dude was like. I can understand that his heart was in the right place, but he was just a little. He was a little bit amped up, and I get it. I get it, but damn, like like yeah,
so,
from what I
so,
saw, yeah,
so the numbers was you had 104. What was it like 9 for 15 for 104 for Penix for Junebug?
9 of 16, yes.
Okay. You had 4 for 11 for 11 yards from Taylor Heineke. Think about that. 11 yards.
11 fucking yards. Yeah, you're not gonna tell me you tried. You're not gonna say me. You've been in the league for how long? For good, what? A good 10 years or so, 7 years, I could say. 7 years, a good 7 years. You trying to tell me you tried? Nah.
just
Mm-mm.
just 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 tell me, you hate me, and I will at least respect you for
I
that.
like look. I would respond to that. Not you can't tell me you tried. No, absolutely not.
And then yeah, Nathan Rourke was like 3 for 16 for 37 yards.
I mean, at least Nathan threw a ball down the field that
His
somebody
heart
caught. I
was
mean,
in the right place. His heart was in the right place, but it just did. Like I said, I can see he tried. You can't tell
Right,
me that Taylor tried. He didn't try. Ain't
right,
nobody gonna convince me he tried.
right.
we ride along with you. We ain't trying to buy the lie. Nope, he didn't try.
No.
Yeah. So the thing is, like you said, man, they may still give him some more chances, but like you said, that actually left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths on the energy, effort, and you saw it in the team. You saw the offensive line didn't look the same. They didn't block with the same intention.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. I'm just surprised how you got a Julio Jones attitude and a Jameis Winston
Oh God.
work ethic.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't come out there with no Julio Jones attitude and no Jameis Winston work ethic. That ain't gonna work.
Mm-mm.
Exactly. But the bottom line is if he did sandbag that game and we see and it comes out that he did, I can't really see him being on this team.
Mm-mm.
Like you said, they did bring back Paddock. They released Nathan Rourke and brought back Paddock. So we're gonna see how the thing is gonna work.
He
He
can't
said
even
Rourke
K Style. We ain't gonna say he can't play. He can't even live in the city. You got to go, bro. You got to go.
D D Coleman
Got to
called
go,
him
bro.
Bob Hot. D Coleman called him Bob Holly Heinicke. Southside said Rourke really tried. It's just that the pass went over the receiver's head by 15 inches.
Look, that's look. I like I said, that man was really he was amped. Like this is his shot.
He might have thought he was throwing the pits of London. You never know. He.
No, that motherfucker thought he was throwing
Look,
throwing the goddamn Poseidon or something with
I was gonna say
that.
something else, but I'm not gonna go that low, stoop that low. I was gonna say something wrong with his eyes, but I'm gonna leave it alone. And
Nope, 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 Mike. We're not doing this.
and but I'm gonna just leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
But well,
Not his eyes.
we're not gonna do that. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and, like you said, give you your afternoon back. We told you we're not gonna make this one too much long, but y'all make sure y'all tune in to the originators tomorrow, and you're definitely gonna get a lot of different you're gonna basically get extended version of this conversation, as well as we got some various topics. So till next time, people, we ain't here to
We
play.
no.
We here to stay.
Ooh yeah.
You ain't gotta go home.
But you got to
But
get
don't you dare
the
play
hell
like
out of here. Ooh
and don't
yeah.
and and don't play like Taylor Heineke.
Oh,
Yeah, I said it.
Deuces, y'all.
Put your eyes back in your head.
Pop out like flavor, flavor.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.